Hey there, Cancers. Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. This is the Inward Vine Tarot, and I am your tarot coach, Chandra Bosley. Thank you for tuning into this full moon in Virgo reading. Yes, we have a full moon coming up in a couple days, and we really love full moons because this is a time when we can really harvest what we've been planning since the new moon. So if you've been watching the channel, you can tell that this is a new view. I decided that, a good focus on the cards, and y'all being able to see them clearly is more important than my face on camera. So we're going to start doing this from now on. So I hope that y'all can see these a lot more clearer as we go along. So Cancers, what's been up since this new moon in Pisces on the 2nd of March, when that was about focusing on our deepest desires, planting seeds for the future, so with this full moon and full moons, we release anything that hold us back, we harvest. This particular full moon in Virgo is when we assess, we can be practical in our planning. We can align with our purpose. This is when we declare to the universe that you're ready for the dreams that you were dreaming up during the new moon. So that's what we're going to be doing here today, Cancer, and I thank you for showing up again. It's a 6-card spread with some oracles and some clarifiers thrown in there. So let's get on started. We'll start with some moonology cards since this is a full moon reading. Let's go. Meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces, the very last one we had, right? Before now, moving into this full moon. Emotions are running high. All right. And also work through your fears. That's a good one, Cancer. That's a really good one. So, starting in this full moon in Virgo, like I said, this is a time when we assess and align with our purpose. We become very analytical and practical about the things that we want to do. This is a little bit different from water energy, that's definitely more emotionally driven. Virgo brings more logic to the table, more reason to the table. So that's what you're thinking about in this full moon in Virgo. How can you get more organized in what you're doing going forward? So meditate and contemplate. Really think about what you want to do. Meditate about what's driving you, like, emotionally. What is it? What is it? Fears. It's time to release those, Cancer. We're not there no more. We can allow ourselves to be free from those things that keep us held back. This full moon in Virgo will allow you to take the time to really think about it and say, what steps do I need to be taking to really align with my purpose? What can I release to get to where I want to go? And this really is speaking to you, releasing some fears, and that Virgo is going to ask, well, how? How can I release the fears? And you taking the time to really look at it. So with this 6-card spread, we'll have these going across. They'll ask different questions for each placement. So here we go. Where are you right now, Cancer? The moon. Wow. Really, really good. Really focus on your emotions. Really focus on your feelings, the darker side, the shadows, really taking good, hard looks at those things, the light and the dark of yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is more than the other readings. This is really more emotional than the others. Your moon is coming through. The Cancers are ruled by the moon. So where you're at right now, in an emotional state, what I'm saying? Which seems about right for Cancers and water signs in general. You had a new moon in Pisces and a new moon in Scorpio. Of course, water signs. So you're still really dealing with a lot of your emotions right now. It's like a cycle that you've been in, Cancer. So what's influencing you? King of Wands. Like, how can I be stronger? How can I show up more in my own light and the things that bring me passion? Not others' passions, but what brings me passion? What brings me joy? You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're struggling with those things emotionally. You know, it's putting a big burden on you, but you're hanging in there. I feel like if you're meditating and contemplating, really getting going deep and exploring, you know, what's going on. That moon really speaks to that. Really speaks to that. Going deep, falling into your emotions, really figuring out what they are. So, what have you released since the last full moon? The last full moon was in Leo, which was February 16th. So, since that last full moon, we got the Six of Wands energy. So any energy that may have been making you feel less than, I feel like you're working on that so you can come into a more victorious stage where things are more about you. You know what I'm saying? You're taking some time to really focus on getting some attention your way. You know what I'm saying? From the things that you do that require, that, you know, that not require, but they do deserve praise. You know what I'm saying? And feeling like you fit into situations and things like that. So I feel like you've released some public opinion, like what others think. I feel like you're moving away from that and more into what makes you happy, what makes you throw your hands in the air, Cancer. And that's cool. I like that. What seeds are you ready to plant? Oh man, that's good. Three of Cups, good. Three of Cups energy is celebrating good times. You know, so you're ready to say, looking out, traveling, you know, you're ready to plant those seeds, you know, wishing upon a star, you know, type thing. What do you want to have going forward, Cancer? So you want to plant the seeds of good time and celebration. You plan that now. Like, so with the full moon in Virgo, it says, if you want to go on a trip, well, let's plan the trip. You know what I'm saying? When? Let's get a calendar out. You know, what's the days? What airline? You know, what days I need to take off from? Like, those are the things that the full moon in Virgo is going to allow you to do, and do clearly. It won't be something that, you know, you'll have questions about. It won't be murky, because the full moon in Virgo is going to allow for preciseness. You know, not perfection, but more preciseness. Okay, so how can you help your intentions to grow, Cancer? Oh, wow. Seven of Wands. So this is still keeping your boundaries in place with others. It's also self-care, you know, making sure that you're focusing on yourself. Meditate. Look at her. Look at her. Meditating, contemplating, meditating and contemplating. So really get into your spiritual essence here too, Cancer. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget that the universe wants to work in your favor in all ways, physically, emotionally, it doesn't matter. It wants to show up for you, okay? What can you learn during this cycle? Four of Pentacles. What you can, all right, so the Four of Pentacles is about playing things close to the chest, holding on to things. You know, so I would say this could have a couple meanings for you guys. This can be, if you're planning something, I'd say keep it to yourself for a little while. If there's something that you want to do, keep that energy to yourself. You know, and let yourself build it up. Let yourself plan it. Let yourself get the foundation and the pieces and the resources in place before you start telling others about what you're trying to do. Others of you, excuse me, I think the time for holding back is over. You know, as you're working through your fears, you're really coming to terms with who you are. And with this full moon in Virgo, it's asking you to declare to the universe that you're ready for your dreams. That you don't want to be fearful anymore, you know, but make sure you're in a place that you can actually work through those emotions. Get some help, get some people to talk to. You know, this really speaks of friendship people being there for you. So someone to let those emotions out to would be key here, Cancer. Let's go. Opposition, confrontation. So for those of y'all that are having this type of energy, somebody that's like 180 degrees different from you, you're going to be releasing that during this full moon. Things that the people that are just putting too much on you, like energetically, that you don't really need. Yeah, Cancer, you're going to be letting most of that go. You're going to really be standing up for yourself. This Seven of Wands speaks to that. Really continuing to hold on to your boundaries. For those that want to be in opposition, I think you're ready for that. But I don't feel like that's what you want. You shouldn't feel like you need to be bumping heads with others. You make a decision about something and then let it go. Dignified strength. Yeah. This is where I think you're trying to go away from the fear, and really stand in the energy of who you are, Cancer, which is fantastic. Sagittarius, expand. Yeah, so like I said, I think some of y'all might be traveling or wants to think about traveling. So you use this full moon in Virgo to really plan that out. Sagittarius speaks to that, the being on the move, freedom. So yeah, let's stay with that. Let's clarify a couple of these cards right here. It's not a bad reading. It's not a bad reading, Cancer. I just feel like you're still in a bit of an emotional state. All these, the moon cards, and you have some wands here it's asking you, especially with this, you have this strength and this Sagittarius that speaks to more fire energy. We need to start picking it up. We need to start getting out of our emotions a little bit and getting more into our passions. Yeah. Make sure you keep developing a relationship with your higher self, listening to what it wants, listening to your intuition that comes in from that good moon energy. Yeah. King of Wands, more Wands energy. So Cancer, come in, let's bring more fire to the table. Let's get things cracking. Let's do more. I think we've been in the water, and the new moon in Pisces energy, you're not uncomfortable there, but it doesn't allow for many things to happen for yourself. So it's like, yo, listen, plan, plot what we want to do, what hobbies and things that we want to bring back into play. But again, this Three of Pentacles speaks to structure, making a blueprint, planning it out with someone or someone else. What do you want? My goodness. This isn't about others. Stop wallowing. Let's make something happen. Let's plan for it. This full moon in Virgo is going to allow for all the planning that you need. Virgo will like that. It likes that. So you sitting down and really plotting it out, Cancer, that'll help. The quest. Wow. What are you looking towards? What are you moving towards? Those are the things that you really need to be thinking about, Cancer. I feel like this is a personal quest. This is not someone else's quest. This is your quest. What do you want to do? This is you coming out of that emotional, bogged down state and bringing more fire to the table. Less emotion, more action. Cancers, y'all are cardinal signs. I know that everybody speaks to the water as being so, soft and, flowy and whatever, man. Y'all Cancers, y'all can get it going. Y'all can definitely get it going. Let's go. And after the full moon, what's going on? Six of Swords. Like I say, just really moving away from the things that bog you down. You're going to be coming out of that water onto land. All of that murky space. Let's go, Cancer. Let's go. Let's see what the priestess has to say. I feel like I gotta champ y'all up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? coach you up a little bit, motivate you, inspire you, Cancer. We love you guys. We need y'all around. We need good Cancer energy, but we don't need y'all like so caught up in any like negativity or fears. We need you strong Cancers. Good, strong Cancer, healthy Cancer. So, river of blessings, releasing constraints. My goodness, I love that. That's really good. And to go, like we've been saying, going away from our fears as we work through them. You know what I'm saying? And away from the negativity, staying in that place, doesn't help you, Cancer. So use this full moon in Virgo to really plan out the next step, the next stage. Right now you're still in this emotional stage. That's where you are right now. But we're going to move into more activity. Let this full moon help you plan how you want to do that, how you want to show up in a greater capacity for us. What quest are you on now? Yes, Cancer, I love it. So thank you. If this resonated with you, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. I do have a pick a deck reading up there. It's a message from your spirit guide. So please check that out. Take a few minutes. So until the next time, y'all take care, Cancers. Be good.